Hi folks, welcome to another Gourmet on the Road update or a GOTR update, and we are here at a very special dining experience, and this one's called Bengaluru Oota Company. This is a dining experience that seeks to emulate the meal that you would probably have in a Bengaluru home, and that's what we're about to partake of. I'm here at the table, I've got my banana leaf, my yele, which is ready in front of me, and I'm just waiting for the meal to be served shortly. Before I tell you about what's in store at Bengaluru Oota Company, I must also remind you that I'm going to read out a couple of queries and also a couple of shout outs at the end of this GOTR update. So the menu for this lunch looks very interesting, and it's right here on this blackboard. The menu here is a combination of Mangalorean and Gowda cuisine, and that's what reflects in the menu. So we're going to start off with a course that comprises of the kosambari, which is a salad, goli bhaje, the kane fry, and then move on to the kori ajadina and the pellatagatti, which are Mangalorean dishes. And then we come to a ruddy, robustly flavored Bannur Mamsa Pulao before we move on to the Munchi Kori, which also translates to chili chicken. There's also some veggies to go with it before we close our meal with the rasam, curd rice and mensakai. And of course, no meal is ever complete without dessert, especially if you're dining in someone's home. And so we have the badam halwa and some filter coffee just to seal the deal. So I'm looking forward to this meal here at Bengaluru Oota Company, and you should look forward to that episode too that's going to come up on Gourmet on the Road shortly. Moving on to address a couple of queries that we've received from our viewers, and this is a request that we've received from Rocky in response to the Rajavardhan video. I hope you've caught that video. If not, I'm going to have a link to that video right here. Rocky says, I want you to review Dindigal Talapakatti biryani in Jayanagar so that it helps us to go there, because I respect a lot with your honest reviews about the food. Well, Rocky, thank you very much for your faith in the Gourmet on the Road reviews. I'd love to review the Dindigal Talapakatti biryani, but I would love to review that in Dindigal. As a policy, I typically review restaurants only in the place that they come from, only in their home origin. Because I think that makes a huge difference. When you have a brand that has 25-30 branches with franchisees, etc., the experience that you may get in the 30th franchisee may not typically be what you would get in the origin, in the home outlet of that particular brand. So I would love to review Dindigal Talapakatti biryani, but you'll have to wait till I get to Dindigal. We also received many requests from our viewers asking us to explore destinations, asking us to go to a particular town, a particular city, and we read all your requests. But what would really help is if you were to guide us to specific places in those destinations. So for instance, if you want us to come to Trichy, what is it about Trichy that makes it so special from a food perspective? So I don't just want you to recommend Trichy or Thrissur or Kodaikanal or Madurai. I want you to tell me the particular restaurants or the particular eateries in Madurai and these other places that we should be looking at, because that helps a lot when we plan the next destination that we're going to be exploring. So keep those suggestions coming in, but make sure that those are detailed suggestions. It really helps us a lot. A couple of shout outs now. We've got a comment from Eric Anthony, who says, I'm a regular viewer of your channel, and I'm so happy that you've covered airlines in this video. Used to be one of the usual hangout spots, be it with friends or relatives. Miss those tasty dosas and ambience as I'm currently studying in a different city. Thanks for bringing back those memories. Well, Eric, we're glad that the dosa trail video, which is what I think you're referring to, brought back those memories. For those of you who have not caught our dosa trail video yet, I'm going to put a link to that video right here. One of the things that we hope to do with the many videos that we produce and put out on the YouTube channel for you is also for you to perhaps go back to some happy memories that you may have associated with those dining destinations. So thank you very much for writing in, Eric. And we've got another comment from Chanakeshava. He says, your explanation is superb. Thank you for introducing several tastes of great India. Thank you very much, Chanakeshava, for that comment. We hope to introduce you to many more flavors, many more cuisines, as Gourmet on the Road journeys further. So thank you once again, folks, for watching Gourmet on the Road, for sharing the videos, for posting your comments. Keep them coming in. Until the next episode of Gourmet on the Road, stay safe and happy eating. And if you'd like to support the work that we do log on to foodlovers.in and click on the Support Food Lovers banner. Until the next time, goodbye.